Now, Kenya's Gold is out again as usual, and today we are in Kiambu County. Of course, the intention is to learn so much about coffee farming in Kenya. As you can see, I am surrounded by different coffee parchments. What we have up here is parchment 1, hapa tuko na parchment 3, and behind me is parchment 2. And this is what you get after your coffee cherries have gone through the wet processing. Here we are talking about the pulping, fermentation, washing, and finally drying. Now today we're not going to be leaving the journey at this stage. We're going to be furthering it by learning so much about value addition in coffee, meaning we will be roasting and grinding our coffee. Now remember, for our farmers to make enough money and enjoy the profits of agriculture, then value addition is the way to go. Now here in Mbanya Farm, they are already steps ahead when it comes to value addition, and that's why we're here today to learn so much about how we can roast and grind our coffee. Come along with me. Let us learn from the experts in this incredible farm in Kiambu County. Come, let's do this. Mr. Frederick, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Habari ya leo?
Salama sana.
Asante sana kwa kutukaribisha hapa Mbanya Farm. Yes. And I can see you're busy already. Ni kama kuna vitu ambao unapima. Maybe you can just start by telling us ni nini unataka kufanya.
Nataka kuchoma kahawa, but before nichome, kwanza lazima nipime uzito wa beans ambazo nitaenda kuweka kwa roasting drum.
Right.
Ili niwe na accuracy ya kujua ni nini nilitoa kwa shamba, nini nimetoa kwa store, nini nitaweka kwa drum, na ni nini nitapeleka sokoni.
Good. Na mimi nataka kuchoma hii kahawa na wewe.
Karibu sana.
Alright.
Only siwezi kukuruhusu kaa tu hivi. Nitakuvalisha kabuti.
Right.
Ukoe kama mimi.
Okay.
Na nikuweke kakilemba kidogo.
Alright, give me. I'm ready.
Karibu, lakini kwanza nawa mikono hapa.
So now I just want you to answer kwa kutuambia, why is it very important for us tukiwa hapa kwa roasting? Tumevaa hivi, tuko na hii kabuti, tumefunika nywele. Na ule mtu ambaye anatizama pale nyumbani asidhanie, lakini hapa ni kahawa tu, mbona tunajifunika hivyo sana?
Ni kahawa, lakini usafi kwanza.
Right.
Na usafi lazima uzingatie usafi kwa chakula, kwa sababu kuna magonjwa mengi sana ambayo hupatikana kupitia chakula ambacho hakijazingatiwa usafi wa hali ya juu. Kahawa ni baadhi ya vyakula, lakini watu watapuuza. Kuna bakteria inaitwa Salmonella. Usipoangalia vizuri, usipozingatia usafi kwa kahawa, utaenda labda utacontaminate hiyo bakteria kwa kahawa wakati una roast na baada ya kuroast. Sasa ndio sababu ya kwanza tunazingatia usafi wa hali ya juu.
Alright.
Yes.
Frederick, give me your history. Wewe kazi ya kuroast kahawa or just being part of the coffee value chain, ulianza wakati upi and why coffee?
Hatujakaa sana kwa uchomaji ama roasting ya kahawa. We've been here since 2023. Ndio tuliingia kwa hili shamba la Mbanya Farm. Nikapata tu wanaanza tu kufufua kilimo kilichokuwa cha mababu kule mwanzo miaka ya 60 baada ya mkoloni. Sasa vile nilikuja, nilipendezwa sana na kahawa, kwa sababu kahawa sidhani kuna mmea mwingine duniani unapendwa na watu wengi kuliko kahawa. Pili, mimi mwenyewe napenda sana mambo ya ukulima na napenda sana mambo ya jikoni.
Kulima na jikoni.
Yes.
Right.
Na nikapata ya kwamba kuna nafasi ya kujinufaisha zaidi kupitia kwa kahawa. Good. Kwa sababu kahawa ni bidhaa ambayo sokoni ipo kila siku na soko yake ni kubwa. We cannot cover the coffee market.
Yes.
Hata kama wewe na kahawa kiasi gani, kwa muda mrefu kiasi gani.
Right.
Yes.
Na wewe mwenyewe ni mkulima?
Mimi ni mkulima.
Unalima nini?
Kwa bahati mbaya silimi kahawa kwa sababu mahali shamba langu lilipo kahawa haifanyi vizuri.
Right.
Kwa hivyo nazingatia vilimo vya mambo mengine, kuna malenge, kuna mihogo kwa sababu ni mahali kuna ukame.
Right.
Yes.
Lakini kwa kahawa wewe uko part of the value addition kwa sababu unaongeza value from on our coffee beans. Yes. Good. Now when we are talking about now roasting, we want to see machine ambayo inatumika ni gani. Naona kuna hii. Mimi kwa sababu hii ndo mara yangu ya kwanza kuona the roasting process, nataka utuambie what machine is involved na zote zinafanya kazi gani.
Karibu sana. Again, tunaanza hapa. This is our coffee roaster machine. Locally fabricated, sio zile za importation.
Right.
Tulibahatika tukapata watu wanaozitengeneza humu nchini na kwa gharama ya chini. Na zaidi hizi fabrications za hapa zinakupea service kwa muda mrefu. Huwezi linganisha na zile za kuleta kutoka mataifa ya ughaibuni na kwingine.
Right.
Hii tunaita coffee roaster ambayo kwa kiwango chake kadri inalingana na mbegu ambazo unaweka hapa ama mbegu zako za kahawa utakazo choma. Kwa mfano tuna grades tofauti, tuna AA, tuna AB, tuna PB, tuna C, tuna T na kuna ingine sasa ile dogo kabisa inaitwa TT ama double T. Kwa kiwango cha AA ama double A hauwezi eka zaidi ya kilo 19 kwenye mtungi huu.
Right.
Kwa sababu ukiweka zaidi itakupa excess nyingi sana zitakazo toka kwa exit. Kwa sababu
so the maximum capacity of this machine is how many kgs at once?
It normally takes from 15 to 19 according to the grades.
Okay.
But you can go 20 if you are doing
the smaller, let's say
the smaller grade.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So you have to be very keen on the grade that
you're putting in here.
Right. Just in case I ignore that, na niko na hiyo grade AA or even AB and I do excess than what the machine is able to process at one time, makosa ambayo itafanyika ni kama gani?
Hakuna makosa yatakayofanyika, lakini utakuwa na repetition ya hali ya juu zaidi kwa sababu hii tunaita exiting gate. Hii ni ya kutoa excess. Ilio wakati imefika kwa kiwango cha mwisho inatoa zile zinabaki ambazo zijakuwa kabla kwa hiyo roasting drum.
Yes. So utashinda ukijirudia.
Unazirudia, unazitoa, unarudisha tena hapa, unafungua gate yako zinarudi tena.
Right.
Unaendelea hivyo mpaka wakati utaridhika kwamba umechoma kiwango cha kahawa ulichokuwa unatarajia kuchoma.
Right. And there are different types of roast. Kuna ile dark roast, kuna medium roast, kuna light roast. Watu kwa soko, what is highly on demand? What do people like drinking the most?
According to me, na kile nimekuwa nikichoma hapa, mostly we've been doing dark roasts.
Right. Ile kali kabisa. Si dark roast ni kali?
Tunaweza assume ni kali, lakini tukiangalia kwa kahawa, kuna ile tunaita caffeine content. Wakati unafanya dark roast, you lower the content of caffeine in those beans. The dark roast is has the lowest caffeine content.
And that's something you do it here?
Yes, we'll do it here.
Na wewe mwenyewe unapenda kukunywa gani?
Dark roast.
Dark roast as well.
Yes.
But also here behind tuko na machine nyingine.
Yes.
What is this?
This is the grinder machine. Hii nayo we've roasted our beans here. Tumetoa zimecool na tumeascertain kwamba they are cooled enough to be grinded here. Because you don't put anything hot in this machine.
Why?
If you put hot beans here, try to grind, you will grind, yes. But you will not have the product there.
Right.
It will stick on the grinding end here, na zile discs zita stick. Kwa sababu ya kahawa ni moto, na ina stick kama lami. You know tarmac?
Yes.
Ina behave kama tarmac ikifika hapa. Kwa sababu hapa kuna grinding screw. Inasukuma hizo beans, ikizi grind.
Right. Yes. So when you remove it from the roaster, coffee will be at what temperatures? About what temperatures?
About 200 degrees.
Ooh, and you have to cool it to?
0 degrees.
How do you do that?
We have a cooling roller here, which we normally do. We put the water on, rotating. You rotate the coffee continuously until it is cold enough.
Right.
But it will not get to 0 degrees from here.
Okay.
The moment you are pouring your beans out from the roasting drum, the beans are 200 degrees hot.
Hot, yes.
Kutoka kwa drum. So you lower the degrees to 100 from here.
Okay.
Then from here, we have another container there, sufuria, which we normally place here. Then there is a gate here which we normally open.
Okay.
As we open it, the rotator here is still rotating the beans around. So it will keep on pushing the beans out. Zinaingia kwa sufuria. Then we place it somewhere to cool. It completely cools to 0 degrees.
Right.
From there, you can grind your coffee.
You can comfortably bring it to this machine.
You grind
according
to the quantities you want.
Right.
Maybe you want 10 kilograms, 15, or any amount you want to grind.
Good.
You grind from here.
Right. So when we put our green coffee here, whether it's AA, AB, or whichever grade that we have, when it's roasting, how many minutes does it take for each cycle?
Again, here it depends with the type of roast you want to get from here.
Okay, let's say we're doing dark roast.
You are doing dark roast, we go for 1 hour to 1.5 hours.
Okay.
Depending again on the moisture content in your coffee beans. So before you take your beans from the drying beds, you must be assured of your moisture content because it is not supposed to be above 13.
And not below?
Not below 11.
Right.
Yes.
Just in case it's at that point, pengine umeletewa green coffee that the moisture content is not accurate. What do you do with it?
You first dry it from the drying beds.
Right. Is there anything you can do to coffee that the moisture content is below? Because sababu kama ni more, then you just need to dry it some more. But what if the moisture content is below 11?
Yes.
What happens to that?
Again, what you do, you place your beans in a very cold room.
Oh, you can do that.
Yes. To accumulate some moisture so that your beans will again gain some moisture. The moisture that you've lost, you'll now be regaining. You regain the moisture.
A cold room, not a wet room.
Not a wet room, a cold room.
Yes.
Yes. Not too much cold.
Usiweke kwa fridge pia.
Usiweke kwa fridge. Like where we are now, our floor is tiled.
Yes.
You only place your beans in a sack. Then you lay it flat on the floor. You lay them on the floor.
How long will you leave it in that cold room to at least ifike that moisture content that is required?
Not more than 24 or 48 hours.
Right. So you said for the dark roast, the session will take about 1.5 hours. If you're doing a medium roast?
Medium roast. So if you have the right moisture content, you'll go for 1 hour to 1.25 hours. So it is 1 hour 15 minutes.
Yes. And if you're doing the light roast?
It will again take you lower to like 1 hour or 55 to 1 hour.
However, the dark roast is the one that's taking more time, 1 to 1.5. Then again, inashuka to 1 and 15 minutes, and then this one about an hour. Good. Now, when you're roasting, of course, you want good quality, coffee, good quality beans. Wakulima wameweza kufika hiyo quality nzuri ambayo inatakikana for the roasting because it goes a long way in the taste of your coffee.
Most of the farmers we have now are very much enticed into farming. They want to do coffee and do it the right way.
Right.
What do? They are either coming to us or they go to those other people who has this knowledge of coffee production. So for you to attain the best coffee taste, coffee grades and coffee products to the market, you must again be very much keen on your production. Because coffee is a tree, yes? It can grow to anything if you allow it to grow. But the management part of it will actually dictate what you'll get at the end of the day.
Good. So what are those management practices and you unaweza ambia mkulima usikose kuzingatia kwa shamba yako because it's going to go a long way in making sure that we're getting good quality coffee from your farm?
The first one, the fertilization. You must make sure that you uniformly do it.
Explain uniformly.
You have 100 trees of coffee. you want to fertilize them or to top dress or do anything else to increase the production, you must be keen on what you are applying. Make sure if it is 50 grams per tree,
50 grams kwa zote.
It is 50 times 100. And it has to be 50. Uniform. Not 45, 48, 49.
Si mti moja inapata 50, ingine iko na 80, ingine iko na 10 grams.
Then it will ashame you. One will give you more, one will give you less, and again one will not give you anything. Timely application again.
Okay.
Because you don't, for instance, you have a block or you have 2 or 3 blocks. You start like we are in September now. You start block A, September, block A, November, block C, December. You don't attain the uniformity in top dressing or fertilization.
Right.
Yes. So
timely application and also uniform application of the fertilizer by the farmers.
Yes.
Right. Now
we have another thing also, what we call pruning now, again in management.
Yes.
You prune on time, you prune the right way, and again, when pruning, make sure that you prune on time.
Kuna mkulima ambaye anaogopa kuprune kwa sababu anasema the more I cut, the more na reduce my chances of getting more beans.
Yes.
Utamwambiaje huyo kwanza?
Because it happens. It is about pruning time. Your trees are blossoming they have flowers. Every branch has flowers. But actually, do you need all those branches? They are ones that you are supposed to let go and assume they were not
there.
Why? Because you want more from the better branches. So sometimes you close your eyes and you say that it is done, it is time, let
go. Cut the umbilical cord.
Yes.
But utafurahia hapo mbele.
Yes.
All right. Yes. Now, kwa wale mkulima ambaye anatusikiza size, not so many people are in the roasting business of coffee. Umeona, we sell our coffee when it's at the prime green coffee. Tunapeleka huko NCE wanauza kahawa yetu, and most farmers are comfortable with that, maybe because they don't know any other way out. Talk to us about, are these machines affordable?
They are very much affordable.
Yes.
Only if people come to their senses and say, yes, this is what I want to do.
Right.
Because you must make some decisions at some point.
Right.
You say, for example, I have 500 or 5,000 trees. I want to produce coffee. We also have those financial institutes. You can go for them. And actually, they will be able to facilitate you on how to acquire the machines. They are not that expensive.
Tupe range. Ule ambaye anasikiza sasa anataka kujua, it's not that expensive, but tunachezea range gani ndio aanze kujipanga kimfuko.
Like for this one now, although we have other machines, because ours we do it locally here, everything is done here.
Yeah, we want it here, meaning we are creating employment here.
So this one is a coffee roaster. Going for, it will not exceed 1 million.
1 million.
Yes.
All right. Na hapa yenye tunatumia kufanya grinding?
Grinding nayo, it is between 350 to 450.
Right.
1,000.
Good. Kwa hivyo wakulima wakikusanyika hata kwa hiyo cooperative society yao, si wanaweza changa wanunue hii
because them is a bigger factory than ours here. They can afford a bigger machine than this one of ours.
Good.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much for that, Frederick. Sasa nataka unifundishe practically how to roast. Nataka tuchukue our green coffee, tuweke hapo nione ikitoka ikiwa hiyo 200 degrees. Na tunashika nini kwa sababu itakuwa moto?
Nitakuonyesha jinsi tutaweza kuhandle hizi.
Okay.
And again, wakati tunafanya handling ya kahawa, because itakuwa moto sana, tukitaka kuangalia kama kahawa yetu imefika kiwango tunataka either ni medium, light ama ni dark roast, hatutaweka mkono ndani ama tufungue itoke. No. We have a scooping spoon.
This one.
Scooping spoon. You put it in. It scoops some beans from here. You put it this way when you want to get some beans.
Okay.
So you move it out.
Good. Hapa ndo tutachungulia hapa.
Yes, unachungulia.
All right.
If they are not done, then you put it back and you rotate it again.
All right.
For them to continue.
Good. Thank you so much, Mr. Frederick. As you can see, Tumambua, this is a scooping spoon that we will be using to check the progress of our roasted coffee. And I'm very sure you're so keen and eager to see that process. I am as well, but we will be getting into that practical bit after this short commercial break that we are taking right now. Well, so much to learn already from our farmer expert of the day who's educating us about all matters coffee roasting. And later on, like mentioned earlier, we're going to be getting into the practical aspect of it. So we're going to get all hands on. Kwa hivyo kama ni mara yako ya kwanza, you've never seen how coffee is roasted, you'll get to see that on the program a bit later on. Now, remember, coffee does have a lot of potential because it is the second most consumed beverage in the world, meaning the demand is always going to be as high. Now, later on, we will be going through the display that we have here on the table to make sure that you are understanding all matters value addition. Tutaanzia pale shambani all the way to the final product. So also do stick around for that. But before we take our break, we do want to have that conversation that we always have with our farmers here on the program, giving you tips on what you need to do to make sure that you are growing in this agricultural sector. Now, for example, if you are a coffee farmer, umesikia tukiongelea machine ambayo inatumika kufanya grinding, machine ambayo inatumika kufanya roasting, and you're wondering, how can I afford that? Well, as an individual, it could be quite costly to be able to pay all that upfront. But when you are in your cooperative society, uungane na wakulima wengine ambao wanafanya kahawa, then you're able to go to the cooperative bank where they do have different loans for you farmers in your cooperative society, such as asset financing, that will help you improve the machinery in your farm. Remember, at the end of the day, we do want our farmers to practice modern technology in agriculture, as it's the only way to enjoy profitability in agriculture. Therefore, join hands with other farmers, make sure that you are in a cooperative society, and also take advantage of the support that is being offered by the cooperative bank to farmers, individual farmers, large-scale farmers, and farmers in societies as well. Now, also remember, at the end of the day, when you are in your society, it means you are aggregating more produce together, and the produce is high quality, meaning you're serving a bigger market, and you do have a higher bargaining power. So, dear farmer, don't do things peke yako, usijibebe mzigo yote. Take advantage of being part of a cooperative society. Now, with that, it's time for us to take our first short commercial break. But remember, when we come back, we are going back to our factory to get all hands on when it comes to all matters roasting coffee. Do stick around for that and more. Thank you so much for staying with us. We're still here with Mr. Frederick here in Mbanya Farm, and we want to get into the practical work of roasting our coffee. Yes. So this is the green coffee that we do have here. Yes. Frederick, ukiangalia tu kwa sababu wewe ni expert, you do this every day. Are you able to tell hii imetoka kwa grade gani? In grade AA. Umejuaje? It is of bigger size. Yes. Is this the grade that you want when you're roasting? It is the P1. We call it parchment 1. Yes. And grade AA of parchment 1. All right. Inakupatia kahawa quality nzuri. This is what we call premium. Right. And this is what makes people rich. And even this is what people call cartelism in coffee, because they go for this, allowing us not to have it after harvesting. Right, so this is what fetches you the good money in the market. Yes, good. This is it. Right, so what are we going to be making today? Are we making dark roast? Are we making medium roast? Are we making a light roast? We will make dark roast. Right, so how do we handle it? Our hands are bare. Tunaanzia wapi ndo tuanze kazi ya kushika kahawa? We are now tampering with food. Okay. Regardless of how much clean we are, yes, we need these gloves. Okay. So that we observe high levels of hygiene. Yes. We can now touch our coffee. This, like we have been told, is grade AA. We are going to be roasting it. All right, So we are ready.
Here we are.
Step 1.
Step 1. We had already measured or taken the weights, and we ascertained that we had 18 kilograms of the beans.
Hiyo ulipima kama siko hapa, nataka unipimie.
So we use it to measure again.
Okay.
To pin it to one, we have 18 kilograms.
Okay.
It is 00.
Yes.
So we go again. We take it up until it is 18.
Yeah, 18.35. Does the 0.35 alter anything? Does it matter?
No.
Okay.
That is perfect.
Right. Na ulikuwa umesema ya grade AA tusipite 18.
That is much kidogo sana.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Again, we have our bucket here. Because again, carrying the whole sack to this level, it is not easy.
So what do we do?
Now we pour the beans in this bucket. That much.
Okay.
That much. That much. But before we go there again, we now need to fire our roaster.
Tuwashe moto?
Yes.
Okay.
We fire our roaster and start rotating the drum.
Okay.
Because it's about roasting. Get me that much box.
Here.
Yes. And since it is gas fired, we start it here. Again, you must check that you have uniform flames. Yes. Having done that.
So, just a minute before we continue.
Yes.
Now that you're making a dark roast, does it mean pia moto ni mingi?
No.
Yeah.
It will heat to 200 degrees. The only thing that will get us to dark roast, it is the time our beans will be in the roaster.
Right.
Yes.
And you had mentioned something to do with caffeine content.
Yes.
So how do we alter that to make sure that dark roast has the least amount of
That
caffeine
is what
content?
we are told by the coffee people, even in the international markets. They keep telling us that dark roast has the lowest caffeine content of coffee. Yes.
But here for you to achieve that is just the timings, the timings that it will
timing,
take.
yes.
Hakuna kitu unaongeza hapa or...
No.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
So we lower our gate, and now we put our drum.
All right.
It is now rotating to heat uniformly.
Right.
If you allow it to heat when you're not rotating it, it will heat from one side. Again, when you put your beans in, it must keep on rotating. If it is not rotating, you will not be roasting, you will be baking, and we don't do baking
Bench
in
coffee.
coffee.
Right.
We do roasting.
Roasting in coffee. So we are going to let it heat as it rotates for how many minutes before we can introduce our coffee?
Until it gets to 200 degrees from that side.
Oh,
Yes.
and we'll monitor it from
We will monitor it from here.
here.
We must get 200 degrees.
Okay. Okay.
Up to 200 degrees, it is when now we will put our beans and allow the beans to come into the drum and start roasting.
Roasting.
Yes.
And if we were roasting
Medium.
medium roast,
Medium
will we still wait for it to get
Yes,
to
we
200?
will wait to go to 200 degrees because upon pouring our beans in, it lowers again to 100 degrees.
Right.
It starts from 100 degrees upwards.
Right.
Yes.
And then if it's light as well,
As well.
200?
In a roast, 200 degrees.
Oh, it's the
it will go
standard.
down to 100.
Yeah.
Then you pick from 100 upwards.
Right.
Yes.
In case I don't let it go heat up to 200, right? See, we are letting it heat until 200.
Yes.
What will be the challenge that will happen to us during
Again, if you don't allow it to go to 200 and you put your beans in, then it will go below 100.
Okay.
Your roasting will start below 100 degrees.
Right. So you have to be very keen on the
You have to be
temperatures.
very keen on the temperature.
Good. So how long will it take for us to get to 200? many minutes?
Like 35, 45 minutes. We are done with the temperatures.
Okay.
Then we allow our beans.
Okay.
And we continue monitoring them as we progress. Yes.
Okay. So now, are we at the temperatures that is required?
Yes, we are at 200 degrees.
Okay.
But from at the beginning, I didn't mention that we must look from the inside the readings, not from the outside readings.
Yeah.
The readings from inside.
Yeah, so the outside reading is 400 and the inside is 200 degrees.
Now, yes.
Good.
That is where now we are.
Okay.
Our beans are here.
Okay.
And our drum is ready.
Okay.
And it is rotating.
Okay.
So we take our beans now to the
And
hala.
put here.
Yes.
Think you'll do it?
Okay. Put it here. Then
Are you going to step on something?
No.
Okay.
I only have to stretch.
Now our coffee beans are roasting.
No, they are not roasting. Yes.
Not yet?
They are now held at the hopper.
Okay.
The hopper is above the roaster.
Yes.
So we now want to roast our coffee beans.
Okay.
We pull out the gate. Hold with me.
I pull here.
Yes, we pull it out.
Okay. Oh.
You can listen.
Oh,
It
okay.
goes down.
Okay.
Now the sound from there reduces. The noise is
Less.
less.
Okay. I
Now-
can see little.
Yes, those ones
Coming
are allowed
out?
to come out.
Is in excess too.
Yeah, no, not excess, but this is not well shaped.
Oh.
Na zile ambazo sasa zinaweza kupita kwa kamwanya kidogo iko hapo
Okay.
kwa sababu we allow some spaces.
So what will you do with it?
We will wipe them out.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
So, if you look, we were at 200 degrees.
Yes.
Now we are going down again.
Yes.
We are to go down to 100. We remain at 100.
Yes.
Then we pick again upwards
To 200.
to 200.
Okay.
And we normally not get to 200 because 200 will be too far. We may go up to 170, 180.
180. All right.
Approaching 200,
Yeah.
our beans are ready.
Good. So here, what we're making is our duck roast.
Our dark roast,
And it's
yes.
going to be here for 1.5 hours.
1.5 hours.
Right. So can we see?
You keep the gates
Now
shut.
we close.
You close.
So we were only opening so that
To allow the beans down
to go
the drum,
down.
yes.
All right. Na ulisema after a while tutakuja tuchungulie hapa.
Utakuwa unakuja hivi. You see?
Sasa
The beans
hakuna
are here.
kitu bado.
But if you touch it,
Hot.
it is dangerous, yes.
Okay.
You see the beans are here.
Yes.
Now you want to empty them. You just
Back
put it
and
in.
turn.
You turn.
Yeah.
Then you remove it. No
Nothing.
beans.
Yes.
You put it this way, then you turn it
Yeah.
downwards.
And are you going to clear this now, or at what point do you do the clearing?
We do the clearing at the point when we are ready to remove the beans from
Okay.
the drum.
Okay. So, Mr. Frederick, I want you to show us the final product that we are going to get after we have finished our
After we
roasting.
roasted
I know
our
you
beans.
have a lot of that in
We
here.
have them here.
Can you have a look?
Yes, we can have a look at them. And here are our roasted coffee beans.
This is dark roast,
It's dark roast.
and it smells so nice,
Yes,
so
because
rich.
the aroma is alive
Yes.
due to preservations. After roasting, you need to preserve your aromas.
How do you preserve your aromas?
The aromas
Yeah.
in the coffee beans, if exposed the way they are now,
Yeah.
in a few hours the aromas will be dead.
Right.
Because they will be taken away by the air,
Environment.
by the environment.
Yeah.
But at the far end there we have drums, the black ones, yes.
So you put them in airtight.
In airtight containers.
Right.
You lock them in, only you draw them out when you want to grind
Right.
and package.
Good. Now, is this at the correct temperature for grinding? Kwa sababu,
Yes, it
yeah,
is
because uliniambia
definitely-
lazima ishuke kabisa.
Yeah, to 0 ground, and even from your touch you can feel that they are cold.
Yes.
They are cold.
So we can do the grinding.
We can do the grinding.
Good. Thank you so very much, Mr. Frederick, for being with us today and teaching us so much about value addition in coffee. We do want to learn so much about grinding as well, and I believe you're the right person for that. Cynthia?
We'll do it, yes.
But let's hold it fast there. Thank you so much, our viewers, for watching our feature today. We were learning so much about grinding process of our coffee. Remember, we are really sensitizing our farmers into value addition. Now, the next step after here is grinding, and I'm very sure you're curious to see that, but it will be coming to you still here on the program next week on Thursday. Are enjoying the full profitability of coffee farming. And now I do want to take you through the journey that the coffee takes all the way from the farm to the final value-added product. And we're going to start with what you're seeing here. Step number one, we do have farmer pale kwa shamba amepanda different varieties of coffee. It could be Ruiru 11, it could be SL 28 or 34, it could be Batian. So after the cherries are ready for harvesting, after they are red, inapelekwa pale kwa factory, right? And thereafter, the wet processing starts to happen. So what we're going to be doing is pulping, of course, removing the skin of the cherry. And then after that, we do the fermentation and then we wash. The importance of washing after fermentation is to remove that mucousy feel that is left there after fermentation, and then we dry. So once it's dried, this is what we get. And this is what we call a parchment. So it could be parchment 1, it could be a parchment 2, or even a parchment 3. All right, so this is our first step after wet processing has happened. Thereafter, we go to the milling process. So after we have our parchment, the next thing is to mill. And here we are looking for what we do call the green bean. And that is what we do have here. So what happens here in Kenya most of the time is after this, inapelekwa pale Nairobi Coffee Exchange, where now our coffee is sold. But what we are advocating for is instead of selling our coffee when it's at this stage, this is still very golden. You have not milked the amount of money you can make from your coffee. How about we add value to it and we roast it, as you have seen in our feature? So instead of selling green coffee, can we sell roasted coffee? So this is light brown, unaona huu ni brown kidogo, this is medium roast. And then this dark here, which we have been told is very high on demand, is the dark roast. Now this is a value-added coffee. It has been roasted. And one thing I'll tell you, 250 grams of this is being sold at about 1,000. So a kilogram of this is about 4,000. But a kilo of cherries is only 100 Kenya shillings. Think about that. All right, now we do want to share some good news to individuals and people who are involved in tree growing. Now, we do have the Africa Champion of Trees Awards that is happening here in Kenya on the 24th of October 2025. Now, the Africa Champion of Trees Award is an initiative of Blue Focus Africa and Kenya Forest Service. Now, the agenda for this event is to make sure that we are celebrating the real OGs, the silent OGs who have been working so hard to make sure that we are growing trees to improve the state of our environment. Now, tumekuwa tukiongelelea mambo ya pollution. Our water is polluted, our environment is polluted. But we have people who chini ya maji tu, they are doing the work, making sure that they are growing trees to improve the state of environment, and that is who we are celebrating with the Africa Champion of Trees Awards. Now, the application is currently happening and the deadline is on the 30th of September 2025. If you do want to apply, what you have to do is log in to www.actawards.org. www.actawards.org. Remember, the deadline for your application is on the 30th of September. There will be 34 winners and 1 overall winner. There's so much to win, including a cash prize of 5 million Kenya shillings. Imagine, so if you know someone who's involved in growing trees, it could be a farmer, an individual, an organization, a community, just anyone, make sure that they are applying on www.actawards.org. And with that, we've come to the end of the program. Thank you so much for tuning in today, making sure that we are learning so much about all matters coffee and value addition, and that is the spirit. We have to make sure that we are adding value to our product. We'll see you again tomorrow with a lot more when it comes to all matters climate change and sustainability in agriculture. My name is Violeta Ngina.